Hi, I'm Olivia, and today's happy nugget comes from Freddie Mercury, the extraordinary British singer, songwriter, and frontman of the legendary British rock band Queen, one of the greatest bands of all time, selling between 150 to 300 million records worldwide. Queen has given us some of the most incredible songs, classic music videos, and live performances. Their powerful lyrics and harmonies have become part of the fabric of our culture, with hits like We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Another One Bites the Dust, I Want to Break Free, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, A Kind of Magic, and the brilliant Bohemian Rhapsody, written by Freddie Mercury, one of the greatest songs ever written and performed. And my personal favorite, also written by Mercury, Don't Stop Me Now. Just after the release of Queen's third album, Sheer Heart Attack, in an interview in 1974, speaking on Queen's aspirations, Freddie Mercury said, "That's it. The whole group aimed for the top slot. We're not going to be content with anything less. That's what we're striving for. It's good to be there. I definitely know we've got it in the music. We are original enough, and now we're proving it. You have to have confidence in this business. It's useless saying you don't need it. If you start saying to yourself, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'd better settle for second place, it's not good. If you like the icing on the top, you've got to have confidence." Freddie Mercury was born Farrokh Bulsara in 1946 in the Sultanate of Zanzibar, present-day Tanzania. But from an early age, his schoolmates called him Freddie. As a young boy, his family moved to India, and when Freddie was 7, he was sent to boarding school. The eclectic culture of Bombay and his parents' preference for classical music and opera influenced his early development. Freddie was mad about music, learning to play the piano and longing to perform in school functions. When he was a teenager, his family moved to England, where Freddie experienced bigotry, ridicule, and bullying. But he fought back, and the more extroverted Freddie became publicly, the more he developed a sensitivity and a need for internal privacy. Freddie was determined to pursue a life in music. He convinced his parents to let him go to art school in 1966 when he was 20 years old. In 1969, Freddie was eager to join a band when he met future Queen drummer Roger Taylor and guitarist Brian May, who had started a band called Smile. Freddie became friends with the band, desperate to become a member of Smile, but he couldn't get into the band. So he attended the rehearsals and performances, patiently waiting for an opportunity. Eventually, Freddie joined a different band, but in 1970, when Smile lost a band member, Roger Taylor and Brian May were ready to join forces with Freddie, who had always had an instinct to sing with them and who always knew what he wanted. Freddie was incredibly driven and determined to succeed. He adopted the stage name Mercury. In Roman mythology, Mercury was the messenger of the gods. It was Mercury's idea to rename the band Queen, at the time a very controversial name. But Freddie was always planning and had a keen understanding of the importance of making an impact. From the start, he demanded professionalism and creative flair in every aspect of the band. He was exacting and adamant about giving nothing but his best to the music, inspiring his band members to give the best of themselves. After a string of bass players, in 1971, John Deacon joined Queen to become the band we know today. For 4 years, they struggled and hustled to make ends meet, but it was always about the music. While some band members were pursuing an education, Freddie and Roger Taylor sold clothes in a stall at Kensington Market. Freddie also did fashion drawings for newspaper advertisements to survive. But through it all, disappointment after disappointment, they never stopped believing in themselves. Each band member had an extraordinary sense of confidence that it was only a matter of time before they made it, that all they had to do was keep making their music. Before Queen played iconic live shows in front of sold-out audiences in the world's largest stages, Freddie Mercury performed with the same fire in his heart, in town halls, colleges, pubs, and empty recording studios. No matter who was watching or who wasn't, Mercury gave everything he had to give, not only because he believed opportunity might knock on Queen's door at any moment, but also because that's who he was. In an interview in 1974, speaking on Queen's success, Freddie Mercury said, "Believe it or not, it was spontaneous. It grew and grew. And remember, we had all been in various bands before, so we had plenty of experience of what not to do, and not be flabbergasted by the first rosy offer. That's how much planning went into it. This isn't overnight success, you know. We've been going for 4 years. We just got the right people to work for us, and the right company, and it's taken a long time." A month later, on the subject of being labeled a superstar, Freddie Mercury said, "Honestly, labels like that are touch and go with us. We've been labeled so many different things, and labels are as bad as they are good. If you took labels seriously, you'd be very silly. We were labeled hype in the early days. We took offense, but we didn't take it seriously because we knew what we were about." Queen's path to success was long and rocky, and where many would have quit, they persevered. Freddie was relentless, and each band member refused to give up their dreams. Queen's music is an unforgettable experience. Freddie Mercury will always be remembered and loved for his magnificent vocal range, his sophisticated understanding of harmonic structure, his visionary lyrics, and of course, his extravagant flair and stage presence. A musical genius like Mercury is a gift to the world, a messenger of the gods he became, and his message was not to let anything stop you in the pursuit of your dreams. To succeed, to reach your dreams, first and above all, you have to believe in yourself. You have to walk forward day after day, moment after moment, and recognize that everything you do, that every experience you have, will eventually lead you to the vision you have of yourself. Don't ever let a label define you. Reach within yourself for the unique creativity and genius only you can achieve. And that's today's Happy Nugget. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe. As always, I link below the video anything I recommend. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. See you next time.